Welcome to the Shady Hollow subdivision here in Grafton, Wisconsin. It's a pretty interesting community, being sandwiched right in between Grafton, Saukville, and Cedarburg. And to be completely honest, before I'm doing this video, I didn't even know this neighborhood existed. It's a good mix of new construction homes and relatively newer construction. And you'll see the build quality is pretty above average. In this video, we will be doing a full tour of this neighborhood, including a driving tour around the actual streets, going through the statistics of how much these homes are actually worth and what they've been selling for in the past few years, and seeing what some of the amenities are nearby in this community. My name is Jacob Sheets, your Wisconsin real estate agent, and me and my affiliated agents cover the entire state of Wisconsin. So whenever you are ready to buy or sell, you take as much time to enjoy this free content. And in the link below, you'll be able to set an appointment directly on our calendar for a buyer or seller consultation, and a second link to check out all of the available homes that are currently for sale, refreshed live time in this subdivision. If nothing pops up, that means nothing is available for sale. You can reach out to us and we can again run some more up-to-date analysis on what has been recently selling in the community. Before we get started, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and ring our notification doorbell below so you don't miss any of our future videos and episodes of Community Quest. All right, let's dive in and take a look at Shady Hollow. So how much are homes selling for here in Shady Hollow? Let's take a look. We can see the active price right now is anywhere from $610,000 up to $680,000. Things to note, these ones are currently new homes that are being built on spec or spec homes that are not yet finished being constructed yet. And this one right here is already a built home in 2022 that is being resold on the market, already done, already all of the concrete and lawn in has been constructed and built up over the past couple of years. We can see the average bed and bath count is right around 4 bedrooms, and there's a couple with a 3-bed right here is this new build spec, and most of them are 2.5 baths, with one down here being one that's a 3 full bath. We can see the average estimated acreage size is around 1/3 of an acre, and the garage spaces we can see are around 3.5 car primarily garages. So we'll probably see a 2 with a 1 stall and then a bump right behind it for a little bit, or you can kind of see these ones that have the 4.5, they might have an additional double bump in the back. We can see total square footage. Most of these are around 22 to 2,700 square feet above grade, so main level and above grade. So main level and second story, but then we can see the lower level square footage when they finish that off and they end up doing a resale of the property. Seen with it being built in 2019 and sold in 2023. They took some time and they refinished out the basement square footage, and we can see how that impacts our price per square foot. Right now we can kind of see anything that's actively being marketed for sale, anything from the $223 per square foot to almost $300 per square foot. It's important to note, right, when we look at all these stats, when were these sold, right? This is 2022, 2022, 23, 23, 23. This goes back from 5 years of data going back into 2019. That's what I pulled everything from. So being able to see what is actually sold, we can see how much is it going towards the asking price. Was it the actual build year and that's the first time it was sold, or was it a resale? Things like that will impact usually how much it's actually being publicly marketed for versus what it sells for. You can find out those trends. You can also find out how much negotiating power you have traditionally, especially in these new build neighborhoods, as a buyer. Seeing these other trends as well in the price per square footage, we can kind of see it's pretty reasonable. If you are a seller, you're living in this neighborhood right now, you can probably get something around this $250 per square foot if it's pretty much the same as all the other properties that are being built. If you went kind of baseline with your build and probably a little bit lesser quality, of course, you're probably on the lower end of that. Where of course you went, you built out an extra sunroom and you put that extra bump out in the garage and went with the premium package everything. Maybe you're closer to the $300 per square foot, especially with it being well maintained and of course the low inventory scenarios that we are currently in. So if you're watching this right now, you want to see what is actually currently available for you as well, you can click that link below as a reminder, and we will have that live refreshed website of every single property that's currently available for sale. And if you want more up-to-date, sold history as well, reach out to us in our email below and we will be able to give you that information and start that relationship and conversation with you to see if this neighborhood is something you want to build in or move into in the near future. Great, let's dive in, see what's nearby this neighborhood and the cool features here in Shady Hollow. Back in our beautiful state of Wisconsin, we know that Grafton is just northeast here of downtown Milwaukee. So as we zoom in, we can kind of see the village of Grafton itself is outlined here in red. Lots of cool amenities and things around the location. Right up here is where Shady Hollow is actually located. So it's very interesting. I mentioned earlier in the intro that it's kind of right on this border, right up kind of the Cedarburg and Saukville areas. It's the very tippy top north of the village of Grafton. So as we zoom in a little bit here, we can kind of see what we have nearby. And I'll start this time, instead of going right into the neighborhood specifically, see what's nearby, because there's a lot to talk about. A lot of parks. So there's nature parks and walkways and little tiny community parks for children and things like that with playgrounds and all that stuff. So we can kind of see there's the, some natural state parks as well, adventure parks. There's a farmer's market over in this direction if that's important to you. More smaller parks, woods, things like that to explore. And then actual downtown Grafton is right down here. So like when you're talking about the stretch of Grafton and Cedarburg, like people like the downtown stretches, it's right here. It's a couple minute drive away. And then of course the historic downtown Cedarburg is right over here. So when we're talking about do we want to live Cedarburg, Grafton, people, especially in these new build communities like we're looking at right now in Shady Hollow, some people will choose to build here in Grafton instead of in Cedarburg because you can get more home and you can get more bang for your buck in Grafton instead of Cedarburg by a
small margin, maybe in the $50,000 to $70,000 range. If you built the same exact property in one of these new build construction neighborhoods, you know, here in Grafton versus Cedarburg, you'd be saving probably $50,000 to $70,000. There's debates on which school district is better, you know, Cedarburg, Grafton, whatever. You can go and look at the statistics, and we'll, you know, probably do a video on that in the near future. But things like that are some of the reasons why people might choose one community or the other. If it's price on that and you don't really, you know, care too much on that, but you want to be in this type of community, Grafton might be a good fit for you. So we're right up here, still highlighted in red in the village itself. As we continue to our one sidebar, you know, over here is Lion's Den, and this is a really beautiful nature preserve. It's not right next to the community, but since we had so many local spots, I always wanted to point out that, you know, in Grafton itself, we can get off a little closer to the water, and it's a real nice nature path that you can kind of go and relax and be real close to the water, both in easy to access from Port Washington and Grafton. So zooming in a little bit closer into the community itself, right? Let's take a look. So everyone likes this part of the video. We'll go ahead, we'll hit escape, and then go layers and show what this was like right now as before it was starting to be built, and flip the switch so we can build a whole neighborhood in a matter of a second. Pretty cool, right? So we can kind of see this is pretty close to up to date as far as what is currently built out and available. The only thing is that this road you can kind of see was actually built up more here. These roads were built up a little bit more, and these were connected. This road is poured, but it is not built on yet. So this kind of northeast portion of the neighborhood is still very much available as of right now. And of course, this community down here is the part that is still fully built up. We start here in our drive-through tour, go up and down in these different areas, go up and down this road, and back and forth here, so we can see what is still currently for sale and that we could currently build on ourselves, or, you know, knock on some doors to find the owners to sell an already constructed home. And for all those who want to see it a few more times to compare back and forth, I'll just give this here. You can kind of, you know, play your own little city construction game in your mind here. Pause, zoom in if you'd like, and kind of see the cool nitty-gritty details of this neighborhood.
Were there any key features that we missed while taking a look through Shady Hollow? Go ahead and put that in the comments below. Let us know. Or you're maybe a local in the area and you just have a certain thing you absolutely love. Please tell us. Let the people know that are currently house shopping and looking at all these different communities, comparing, contrasting to see the right place to live, and let us know what's really important to you. As a final reminder, you can again book an appointment with one of us by reaching out to us below in that link to get directly onto our calendar for a buyer or a seller consultation, and I will also provide our business email there as well. So if you want to just get a quick question over to us or something like that, just build a relationship, start the conversation, you can do that as well. Thank you so much for watching, and if you would like to see any of our other neighborhood tours similar to this, go ahead and click this playlist, or a video selected just for you, go ahead and click over here. Again, thank you for watching. See you next time.